For you personally, what's the most important thing to have in a game? Maybe it's good graphics, maybe it's good FPS, maybe it's high tier gameplay, maybe it's whatever. But the question I'm really asking is, what does it take for a game to become one of those games that really goes down in history in your life? What does it take for a game to become one of those games that when you look back years from now, that you remember, man, those were the good old days? For me personally, I look back to Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty World at War, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Those games changed my life, and I have a really strong attachment to those games because I think about where I was in life when I first played those games. And even all throughout playing those games, not just when I first played them, but all throughout the lifespan of those games, I remember where I was and how happy I was. And I look back now, you know, right now I'm working a full-time job. I'm starting to pay more and more bills. I'm actually growing up, and at the time of those games, I was just a little kid who just got through school, who made good grades. I came home and I just played Call of Duty. I played Gears of War, and man, I just really miss those days a lot of times. But some of those games really had a strong attachment to me. For instance, I'll be honest with you, I cried during all the Gears of War campaigns, and the reason I cried is because Epic Games did such a good job at really making you get attached to the characters. And by the way, this is the old Epic Games back when Cliff Bleszinski was there, not the new Epic Games that you guys know now with Fortnite. But I remember really feeling that sadness that Dom had when he found out his wife was taken by the Locust and was really just tortured, and then she ended up dying, and it was just so sad. And having to really just hear that gunshot of Dom put his wife out of her own misery because all the torture that she had been through and what she was going through, and then also watching Dom literally give his life for Marcus, which was his best friend, and Dizzy and Baird and Cole and all of those guys. And man, it was just so sad watching that. And the reason is because I was so attached, you know, to Dom. I was so attached to Marcus. It's like I knew their backstories. And then I also cried when Adam Phoenix was killed by the emulsion, I believe, and Marcus had to watch his dad just disintegrate right in front of him. And to some of you, that may just be silly to think that, oh wow, you're such a crybaby, but really I was so attached to him. You know, that's what made me really love the game, is because I felt like these characters were real, and I felt like these character stories were important and that they were actually real life. And so now that I've managed to somehow keep your attention for 2 minutes and 29 seconds without even mentioning Apex yet is kind of remarkable. But I want to talk about the most important feature that Apex Legends could be adding to Apex pretty soon. So I want to just flash up this code on screen now for you, and I'll just read it really quick, and here's what it says. So it says, try an entire mission from single player campaign. This mission occurs later in the campaign. Major story spoilers have been removed in the trial so you can enjoy the full game experience. Continue trial mission, start trial mission. Thanks for playing. We hope you enjoyed the free trial of R5's single player campaign, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, R5 just stands for Apex in the files. And the way I know that is just because when I used to stream on Streamlabs, when you would choose a specific window to capture, it would always say R5 Apex. So I just associated R5 with Apex. And then lastly, it just says feel free to play again if you want. And by the way, all of this goes to my friend iLootGames for leaking this information. I think he leaked it back in September, or either he found it in September, I can't remember, but he was the one that sent me this file. So huge shout out to him. Make sure to go subscribe to him. There will be a link down in the description below where you guys can go sub to him. And then I just wanted to talk about this for a quick second. So why do I think that this is going to be the most important feature added to Apex? Well, I think people love Apex, obviously, and people love the legends in Apex for their abilities and what they bring to the table in the battle royale. But what really brings all of these trailers together and brings a big hype to all these events is because, like, people love the characters themselves. Like, they love the personality. Like, for me personally, I don't ever use Octane, but I love Octane so much, and I love Mirage so much because of their personality. And hearing Mirage's phone call that was on the party boat, like, it really makes me think there's a lot of story, like there's a lot of lore in the background that we don't know about these people, and I would love to really know their story. I want to know where Mirage come from. I want to know, why did he say that he missed his dad? Like, what's his story? What's his background? We've heard some stuff with Lifeline and Octane before about Octane losing his legs and stuff. I want to know everything. I want to know who these people are, where they come from, what's their stories. And I think that's going to be something that's really going to tie people to a specific legend and really going to make them love this game more because they love that legend. So I would love to see a campaign mode. I think this is going to be massive. It's not going to be something that people are going to necessarily rave over the most, but I think in the long term, it's going to have that long-term effect. It's going to have that long-term long-term effect that like years down the road, you're going to look back and say, you know what, I missed that game. You know what, I love that game. You know what, that was a great game. I missed that. I miss all the stories and the personality of those legends and that game. And that's what I really want to see with Apex. And I'm super glad that they're at least thinking of this, or at least thought of this before. It's in the forefront of their mind, or even in the background, but it's somewhere up there. They're considering it. And so I like to hear that. And so hopefully we will see something like this in the near future. I don't see why they would have thought of it before but then like took it back, because Apex is such a prime example of a great game to add a campaign mode, because it has different legends that have their own personalities and backgrounds, unlike Fortnite where like all the characters are pretty much the same. At least they were when this game first started. They're now kind of giving, like, you know, Banana Man and all of that stuff, they're trying to give them lore, but there's really no lore to them. They're just skins. They just do the same thing. But Apex is just such a good example of a game that needs a campaign mode, and so I'm just glad that we have these files, and I'm glad to know that they are thinking about it. So let me know what you guys think below about Apex Legends campaign mode possibly being added in the future. How excited are you for the campaign mode, and will you even play it? Also, there's been some speculation that it might be a feature that you have to buy. Would this be something that you're interested in buying? I'm not really sure if they should make it to where you have to buy it. Obviously, I think it should be free, but if they do make you buy it, I don't even care. I'm gonna buy it because that's just such a cool idea for Respawn to have for this game. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Apex Legends daily videos. Also, you need to be subscribed to the channel because pretty soon I'm going to be doing another giveaway. I just gave away a Pathfinder heirloom not long ago. Actually, it was just yesterday I gave it away. And now I'm also going to be doing another giveaway really soon. I actually have 3 giveaways in mind. One for season 4, and then 2 more for some events that we're going to be getting in season 4, which, by the way, include another heirloom. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that when those giveaways come around, you already are subscribed. But that's going to be it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.